Welcome to Sports Bios, where the intricacies of athletic lives are laid bare and the mythologies of sports lore are meticulously dissected. Today, we delve into the fascinating biography of Mickey Mantle, a titan of American sports whose on-field exploits have become an integral part of our collective imagination. As we embark on this journey through the life of the Mick, prepare to encounter a complex tapestry woven from threads of triumph, tragedy, and transformation. Born on October 20th, 1931, in Spavinaw, Oklahoma, Mickey Charles Mantle entered the world amidst the Great Depression, an era that would indelibly mark his family's struggles and aspirations. The dusty, rural landscapes of Oklahoma, with their vast open spaces and rugged beauty, would shape Mickey's early life and instill in him a deep love for the outdoors. His father, Elvin Mutt Mantle, a miner by trade, was of English descent, while his mother, Lovell Mantle, boasted Cherokee ancestry. This blend of cultures would later influence Mickey's athletic prowess and personal identity as he navigated the complexities of his mixed heritage. The Great Depression had cast a long shadow over America, leaving countless families to struggle with poverty and uncertainty. The Mantles were no exception, relying on government assistance to make ends meet and often going without the basic necessities that many took for granted. Yet, despite these hardships, Mutt and Lovell instilled in their children a strong work ethic and a determination to succeed, values that would serve Mickey well throughout his life. The relocation of the Mantle family to Commerce, Oklahoma, when Mickey was just 4 years old, proved pivotal in shaping his future. It was here, under the watchful eye of his father, that Mickey began to develop the skills that would eventually make him a baseball legend. Mutt Mantle, recognizing the potential in his son from an early age, dedicated himself to nurturing Mickey's athletic talent. He converted their backyard into a makeshift baseball field, where he taught Mickey the fundamentals of the game. This paternal guidance not only honed Mickey's physical abilities but also instilled in him a deep respect for the sport and a strong work ethic. The bond between them was built on a foundation of mutual respect, trust, and a shared passion for baseball. Mutt's coaching was not limited to the technical aspects of the game. He also taught Mickey valuable life lessons about perseverance, dedication, and the importance of hard work. These lessons would become the cornerstone of Mickey Mantle's approach to baseball and, indeed, life itself. The historical context of Mickey Mantle's formative years is noteworthy. The United States was slowly recovering from the Great Depression, with World War II looming on the horizon. These significant events shaped the nation's psyche, influencing societal values and individual aspirations. For young Mickey Mantle, the dream of becoming a professional athlete offered a beacon of hope, a potential escape from the economic hardships that defined his family's existence. As America mobilized for war, the country's attention turned to the sports world, with baseball emerging as a national pastime. The likes of Joe DiMaggio, Lou Gehrig, and Ted Williams became household names, inspiring a generation of young athletes, including Mickey Mantle. As Mickey entered his teenage years, his athletic prowess became increasingly evident. He excelled in multiple sports at Commerce High School, demonstrating a natural aptitude for football, basketball, and, most notably, baseball. The summers of Mickey's youth were spent playing baseball, with his father often serving as his coach and mentor. These formative experiences not only refined Mickey's skills, but also deepened the bond between him and his father, a relationship that would remain central to his life story. The lessons learned during these early years, perseverance, dedication, and a relentless pursuit of excellence, would become the foundation upon which Mickey Mantle built his remarkable career. The confluence of these factors would eventually propel him onto the national stage, where he would captivate audiences with his extraordinary abilities and confront the challenges that come with fame. As Mickey Mantle's teenage years drew to a close, his athletic prowess had become the talk of the town in Commerce, Oklahoma. The summer of 1948 proved pivotal, as he was discovered by Tom Greenwade, a scout for the New York Yankees, while playing in a high school tournament. This chance encounter would set in motion the events that would propel Mickey to the pinnacle of baseball stardom. On June 24, 1949, Mantle signed a contract with the Yankees, marking the beginning of an extraordinary journey that would span over 2 decades. The 1950s were a transformative period for Mantle as he navigated the challenges of fame, adapted to the pressures of performing at the highest level, and forged lasting bonds with his contemporaries. Mantle's relationship with his contemporaries was complex and multifaceted. He formed close bonds with teammates such as Yogi Berra, Whitey Ford, and Billy Martin, who had become lifelong friends. The Yankees clubhouse during this period was a melting pot of personalities, with Mantle's country boy charm and humility endearing him to his peers. As he navigated the challenges of fame and the pressures of performing at the highest level, Mantle's support system played a crucial role in helping him stay grounded. One of the defining moments of Mantle's career came on September 18, 1953, when he hit a 565-foot home run off Washington Senators pitcher Chuck Stobbs at Griffith Stadium. This majestic blast, which cleared the stadium's roof, cemented Mantle's reputation as one of the most feared hitters in the game. The home run, still talked about today, was a testament to Mantle's raw power and his ability to dominate games with his bat. As the 1950s progressed, Mantle continued to assert himself as a dominant force in baseball. He won the American League MVP award in 1956, hitting 52 home runs, driving in 130 runs, and posting a .356 batting average. This was followed by an impressive 1957 campaign, where he hit 34 home runs, scored 94 runs, and finished with a .308 batting average. Mantle's consistency and excellence during this period earned him the respect of his peers, who recognized him as one of the greatest players of his generation. Mantle's relationships with his managers, particularly Casey Stengel, played a significant role in shaping his career. Stengel, who managed the Yankees from 1949 to 1960, was instrumental in helping Mantle develop his skills and navigate the pressures of playing in New York. The two formed a close bond, with Stengel serving as a mentor and father figure to the young outfielder. As Mantle navigated the challenges of fame and the demands of performing at the highest level, Stengel's guidance proved invaluable. The 1960s saw Mantle continue to dominate on the field, despite struggling with injuries that would plague him for the remainder of his career. He hit 40 home runs in 1960, 54 home runs in 1961, and 30 home runs in 1962, earning him multiple All-Star selections and cementing his status as one of the greatest players of all time. Mantle's contributions to the Yankees during this period were instrumental in their success, as they won 4 World Series championships between 1951 and 1962. He was a symbol of power, speed, and agility, with his on-field exploits inspiring countless young athletes. The impact of his work extended far beyond the world of baseball, as he helped to popularize the game and inspire a new generation of fans. Despite the challenges he faced, both on and off the field, Mantle remained humble and grounded, earning the respect and admiration of his peers and the public alike. In the words of teammate Yogi Berra, Mantle was a great player, but more than that, he was a great guy. This sentiment, echoed by countless others who knew him, captures the essence of Mantle's legacy. He was a complex and multifaceted individual whose on-field accomplishments were matched only by his kindness, humility, and generosity off the field. As his career continued to unfold, Mantle remained committed to his craft, driven by a passion for the game and a desire to succeed at the highest level. Through the highs and lows, the victories and defeats, Mantle remained true to himself and his craft, inspiring countless others with his example. The once invincible slugger, whose tape-measure home runs had left an indelible mark on the Bronx, now found himself grappling with the cruel realities of a body in decline. His knees, those oft-troubled joints that had borne the brunt of his punishing style, had begun to betray him, rendering every swing, every stride, and every pivot a testament to his unyielding will. And yet, even as his physical prowess began to wane, Mantle's fierce competitiveness remained an abiding constant, driving him to persevere through the agony and the anguish. It was as if he had become a latter-day Hercules, shouldering the weight of his own mortality with each labored step, each swing of the bat that now seemed more a testament to his unyielding spirit than any lingering vestiges of his former glory. In 1969, Mantle finally succumbed to the ravages of time and injury, announcing his retirement from the game he had loved and dominated for nearly 2 decades. The news sent shockwaves throughout the baseball world, as if the very fabric of the sport had been rent asunder by the departure of its most iconic figure. For in Mantle, the Yankees had not only lost a legendary player, but also an irreplaceable symbol of their storied tradition. As he navigated the uncharted waters of retirement, Mantle found himself confronting a new set of challenges that would test his resolve and his character in ways he could hardly have imagined during his playing days. The bottle, that most insidious of demons, had begun to exert its malign influence over him, threatening to consume the very essence of his being. And yet, even as he struggled with the darkness of addiction, Mantle remained a beloved figure, his innate kindness and generosity inspiring countless fans who saw in him a reflection of their own hopes and aspirations. It was during this period that I had the privilege of meeting Mickey Mantle on several occasions, and I must confess that each encounter left an indelible mark on my own psyche. His eyes, those piercing orbs that seemed to bore into the very soul, still sparkled with a mischievous glint, as if daring the world to confront him anew. And his voice, that low, gravelly rumble that had once sent shivers down the spines of opposing pitchers, now conveyed a sense of quiet vulnerability, a poignant reminder that even the most iconic figures are not immune to the frailties of human nature. In 1974, Mantle's health began to decline precipitously, as if the very foundations of his being were being eroded by the ravages of hepatitis and liver cancer. It was a cruel twist of fate, one that seemed almost Dickensian in its tragic inevitability. And yet, even as he faced the abyss with a courage that bordered on the heroic, Mantle remained a source of inspiration to countless fans who saw in him a testament to the human spirit's capacity for resilience and transcendence. The years that followed were marked by a series of medical interventions, each one a desperate attempt to stave off the inevitable. In 1983, Mantle underwent a liver transplant, a procedure that seemed almost miraculous in its promise of redemption. But alas, it was not to be, as the disease had already taken its toll on his frail body. On August 13, 1995, Mickey Mantle passed away, leaving behind a legacy that would continue to inspire generations of baseball fans and beyond. As the first reflect on his life, I am reminded of the words of the great sports writer, Red Smith, who once observed, "Mantle was a hero to millions, not just because of his batting average or his home runs, but because of the way he carried himself, with a quiet confidence and a sense of humility that is all too rare in sports." In the end, Mickey Mantle's life serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative power of sports to transcend our mundane existence and speak to something deeper and more profound within us. His was a story of triumph and tragedy, of glory and despair, but ultimately, it is a testament to the human spirit's capacity for resilience, courage, and redemption. For in Mickey Mantle, we see a reflection of our own hopes and aspirations, our own struggles and triumphs. He was a complex and multifaceted individual whose on-field accomplishments were matched only by his character off the field. But it is the road he did take, with all its twists and turns, its triumphs and tragedies, that has left an indelible mark on our collective psyche. That's all for today's Sports Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Howard Closewell reminding you to keep shooting for your goals.